Have you ever heard of a plant so important, so essential to human life, that it's literally been nicknamed the tree of life? Well, there is one. It's the coconut. And today, we're going to figure out exactly how it earned that incredible title. So let's get into it.
I mean, think about that name for a second. The tree of life. That's a massive claim, right? It suggests that this one single plant can pretty much provide everything you need to survive. So what's the real story here? Is the coconut just a tasty tropical drink, or is there something way more profound going on?
To get a sense of its importance, you first have to understand the sheer scale we're talking about. Every single year, the world produces a staggering 51 billion coconuts. Yeah, that's billion with a B. They're grown in 92 different countries, with places like India, Indonesia, and the Philippines really leading the charge. So this is not some niche product. We are talking about a global powerhouse.
Okay, so to really get what makes the coconut so special, we've got to break it down. We're going to peel back the layers, and I mean that literally, to see how every single part of this amazing fruit gets put to work.
And what's really incredible is that there is absolutely zero waste. The tough, fibrous husk on the outside, that gives us coir, which is used for ropes and mats. The hard shell inside that, it can be turned into charcoal. Then you've got the white flesh, which is the source for things like oil and milk. And right in the middle, of course, is that refreshing coconut water. It's like nature's original circular economy. Absolutely nothing gets thrown away.
Let's start from the inside and work our way out, beginning with the liquids. This is probably what first comes to mind for most of us when we think of a coconut, right? Cracking one open on a beach for a drink?
But that clear liquid is so much more than just a tasty drink. It's incredibly functional. It's just packed with electrolytes, which makes it a fantastic natural hydrator. Traditionally, it was even used to help with fevers, and its moisturizing properties have found their way into all sorts of cosmetics, from facial creams to sunscreens.
And really, this quote just says it all. You can strip away all the science and all the different uses, and at its heart, it's just a simple, perfect, natural solution to a problem everybody understands: being really thirsty on a hot day.
All right, let's move on to the next layer. This is where things get really interesting, because now we're talking about the part of the coconut that has become a huge player in kitchens and all sorts of industries all around the world: the flesh and the oil that comes from it.
The whole process kicks off with something called Copra, and all Copra is really is the dried out white flesh of the coconut. This stuff becomes the raw material, the starting point for two massively important products: coconut oil and coconut milk, which you'll find in kitchens pretty much everywhere.
But hang on, not all coconut oil is created equal. On one hand, you've got virgin coconut oil. It's unrefined and it's full of good stuff like vitamin E. And on the other hand, there's refined oil. This stuff is processed so it becomes a really stable oil for cooking. The main takeaway here is that one isn't necessarily better than the other. It just completely depends on what you're going to use it for.
So what's the secret sauce behind coconut oil's unique properties? Well, it all comes down to these things called MCFAs, or medium-chain fatty acids. They make up about 2/3 of the oil. And the fascinating thing is that your body processes them in a totally different way than it does the fats you find in most other oils.
And here's why that's such a big deal. See, most fats are long-chain fatty acids. They have to go through this whole complex digestive process. But MCFAs are different. It's like they get a VIP pass. They're absorbed directly from the intestine and sent straight to the liver. And your liver turns them into immediate energy, which means they don't really take part in the process that creates cholesterol. It's just a much more direct pathway to energy.
Now, this unique chemical makeup has led to this incredible range of uses, from ancient medicinal practices all the way to modern health trends. Let's dig into how this one fruit is used to support our well-being.
So in Ayurveda, which is the traditional medicine system of India, the coconut has a very clear and defined role. It's seen as having a cold potency. That makes it perfect for balancing what are known as hot or fiery body constitutions, or the pitta dosha. Its qualities are described as heavy and nourishing, and it's used to build strength and bodily tissues.
And now, modern research is exploring some really fascinating potential benefits, especially when it comes to heart health. Some studies are suggesting that coconut oil might help increase HDL, that's the good cholesterol, while at the same time helping to lower LDL, the bad kind. It's also being looked at for its potential heart protective effects and even its ability to help naturally balance hormones.
Okay, let's zoom in even more. Remember those MCFAs we were just talking about? Well, about half of them are one specific type called lauric acid. And this is where it gets really, really cool. When your body digests this lauric acid, it creates a brand new substance called monolaurin.
So why is this Monolaurin stuff such a big deal? Well, because both it and lauric acid are these powerful antimicrobial agents that can actually kill harmful pathogens. We're talking bacteria, viruses, and fungi. This is exactly why you see coconut oil being used for things like oil pulling to improve oral health, or why it's applied to skin to help wounds heal faster. It's like a natural defender built right into the fruit.
And the list of practical uses just keeps going in some pretty surprising directions. I mean, it can be a simple moisturizer for your skin or a conditioner to strengthen your hair. But then you get this. It's even mixed with stored beans and lentils to naturally keep insects away. From the beauty counter all the way to the pantry, its versatility is just wow.
So when you take a step back and you put all these pieces together, a pretty clear picture starts to form. This isn't just another fruit. It's something much, much more. And this brings us right back to where we started. Why call it the tree of life? Well, because from its outer husk all the way to the water in its core, it provides everything. We're talking food, medicine, fuel, shelter, you name it. It is basically a complete toolkit for survival, all packed into one single incredible plant.
So I'll leave you with this to think about. We live in an age of hyper-specialization, right? There's a different product for every tiny little problem. So what can a truly all-in-one resource like the coconut teach us about finding a smarter, maybe more sustainable way to live just by using the elegant power of nature?